We are paying the highest gas prices in the country, but some state lawmakers say it doesn't have to be that way. The solution they're asking the state to consider. Plus, triple digits are back in your first alert forecast. We'll show you when that heat arrives and how long it's expected to last this time around. And tonight, some closure for friends and family of a Kennewick man killed in a crash more than 2 years ago. We'll hear from prosecutors who got the other driver a maximum sentence.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Alyssa Warner. Tonight in Pasco, police are investigating a homicide that happened at a new supportive housing complex for people experiencing homelessness. Police say they got a call early Sunday morning about an unresponsive woman who was dead when officers arrived. Police say they called the State Patrol Crime Lab to assist because the scene was so complex. Now, investigators have identified a suspect. They arrested him a few hours after that first call. He's currently in the Franklin County Jail with bail set at $1 million. In Oregon, a reversal from investigators now saying they do believe that the deaths of 4 young women whose bodies were found in Northwest Oregon earlier this year may all be linked to the same person. This comes more than a month after Portland police said that a total of 6 cases did not appear to be related. Connor McCarthy talked to family members of one of those victims.
4 women all mysteriously found dead across the metro area since the beginning of the year. 22-year-old Kristen Smith's body was found on February 19th. 24-year-old Charity Perry was found on April 24th. 22-year-old Bridget Webster was found about a week later, and 22-year-old Ashley Riel was found on May 7th. Before Monday, speculation grew on social media that the deaths of these young women were all connected. Many took to TikTok and other platforms to spread their own theories. Initially, law enforcement denied there was a connection or declined to say if there was. Now the Multnomah County District Attorney's Office believes they're connected and they have focused on a person of interest. We spoke to Kristen's mom, Melissa, at the end of May about how she's remembering her daughter.
The giggle. That girl had a laugh that was very unique. She loved wearing wigs and makeup and eyelashes. That girl was left-handed and she could draw. She was a really good artist.
The DA's office says they do not believe there is an active danger to the public, but they also say no charges have been filed.
Now, looking locally, a Walla Walla man will spend more than a decade behind bars for the killing of a Kennewick man while drunk driving. 44-year-old Jesus Chavez was given a sentence of 12.5 years in the deadly crash. Chavez was driving his vehicle on SR 14 in March of 2021 when he crossed the center line and hit another vehicle head on. 68-year-old Manuel Guajardo died at the scene. Benton County Deputy Prosecutor Andrew Clark says witnesses at the scene pulled Chavez out of his car before it caught fire. Those witnesses took him to the hospital. The toxicology report later showed he had a BAC, a blood alcohol content, of 0.184 hours after the crash. Clark says it's cases like these that should really hit home for people who choose to drink and drive.
This shows the dangers of drunk driving. Most people do not drive drunk setting out for this to happen, but this is the risk every single time someone makes the decision to drink and drive.
Clark tells us one of the biggest things that prosecutors face in these kinds of cases is a 14-month backlog on toxicology results. Chavez was originally facing 78 to 102 months, but because he had 2 prior DUI offenses, Clark was able to increase the sentencing to 126 to 150 months. And the sentencing hearing included victim statements and state presentations requesting the maximum sentence. The judge agreed. Now let's switch gears and talk about your forecast. It has been pretty nice out there so far this week, but it's about to start getting hot. Jason Valentine has a look at what to expect.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Hope you're having a good one so far today. And again, we saw calmer conditions. Those winds definitively have slowed down, and we are looking at more sunshine, but warmer temperatures are going to be creeping back into tomorrow. We have a very cool overnight period compared to what we saw over the weekend. But as we get into tomorrow, we are going to swiftly warm up and back to those near triple digits for the Tri-Cities, if not mid to upper 90s for most of our areas tomorrow. We could even see a triple digit or 2. We do expect to see some more triple digits as we get to Thursday and Friday, and these hot conditions will continue into our weekend. So today it has been staying cooler, calm and dry, but that heat returns with a vengeance tomorrow. And again, folks, it's not going to be getting cool anytime soon. So hope you enjoyed a bit of a break today. I'll have much more in my full forecast that's coming up, but for right now, we're going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Jason. If you live in Franklin County but outside of Connell city limits, you will not be getting a ballot for the August primary election. That's because the only position that had more than 2 candidates file for it was the Connell City Council. The Franklin County Auditor's Office did have to hold a special filing period for 15 positions back in May because no one applied. But the auditor says 10 of those positions now have candidates that will be on the general election ballot coming up in November.
That there is vacancies, there is a process by which those could be filled, which are filled by the districts. It's no longer a process that the county auditor has anything to do with.
So again, if you live outside of Connell but still inside Franklin County, you won't be getting a primary ballot. You will still get your chance to cast a vote, though, in the November 7th general election. And with the Republican presidential primary race already heating up, former President Trump could be facing a setback. ABC News has learned that Trump recently got a letter, which is the same type of communication typically sent to people who could soon face criminal charges from a grand jury. This in relation to the January 6th investigation. ABC's Justin Finch has a closer look at what's going on.
On Capitol Hill, divided reaction to former President Donald Trump's receipt of a target letter from special counsel Jack Smith's office in regards to the ongoing grand jury probe into the insurrection at the Capitol. That criminal investigation also looking into alleged efforts by Trump and others to overturn the 2020 election results.
We expect that the target letter and the work that the grand jury continues to do will meet that threshold of seeking the facts and holding people accountable.
This is the only way that the Democrats have to beat President Trump, is to arrest him, smear him, charge him with ridiculous charges.
For more than a year, a grand jury has been investigating the events surrounding the deadly January 6th Capitol attack and other efforts to overturn the 2020 election results.
They've talked to multiple senior advisors in Trump's inner circle.
Prosecutors have been delving into topics ranging from the alleged encouraging of so-called fake electors to submit alternate electoral votes in battleground states Trump lost to alleged efforts to block the peaceful transfer of power.
Tying him directly to a crime that came out of that day, I think would have been a very big challenge for special counsel Jack Smith.
Trump confirmed he received the target letter on his social media platform, insisting he's done nothing wrong. The special counsel also sent Trump a target letter before he was indicted on 37 criminal counts for his alleged mishandling of classified documents last month. Trump pleaded not guilty to all charges. And in Georgia, Trump lost his bid to remove the district attorney investigating his alleged efforts to interfere with the 2020 election results in that state. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Tracking developing news tonight, an American soldier has been detained in North Korea after voluntarily crossing the border, according to the U.S. military. Officials say he was facing disciplinary action and was set to be sent home. Now, he was assigned to the U.S. forces in Korea, but was not in uniform when he went into North Korea. He reportedly ran away from a tour group and crossed the line. The UN is working to resolve the incident, and the White House says the soldier won't be identified until after the Department of Defense notifies his family about what happened. This week, Russia and its allies are taking steps to drive up food and gas prices all around the world. Moscow says it will no longer allow Ukraine to safely export grain through the Black Sea. Now, Ukraine usually accounts for 10% of the global wheat exports, and the price has already ticked up in world markets.
What Russia is doing now is striking at the political stability of many countries.
The U.S. is looking relatively strong on a global basis, but I do think that some of these sort of shocks, global supply chain shocks, could continue to reverberate and create that uncertainty.
Meanwhile, AAA says within the past 2 weeks, gas prices have been edging higher. That's as Saudi Arabia makes good on its plan to reduce oil production this summer, and merchant ships in the Strait of Hormuz say Iran has been harassing and even attacking them. Now here in Washington, we're still paying the highest average prices in the country, higher even than California or Hawaii. Some state lawmakers are blaming the carbon tax. Marissa Rillo reports they're calling on the Department of Ecology to take action to lower prices at the pump.
It's hard on my pocketbook, but I use credit card rather than cash, so that works.
Senator Chris Gildon and 43 other lawmakers sent a letter to the Department of Ecology last week. The letter outlined ways the agency could lower costs immediately. They are still waiting for a response.
Very simply, if you add costs to manufacturing, and the oil refineries are a manufacturing process, those costs are going to get passed on. You see that in everyday life with any kind of manufacturing. Is you look at other states near ours that do not have these types of tax programs, cap and trade or cap and tax. You're not seeing those increases.
The Department of Ecology says that legislation isn't the only reason gas prices have increased.
The ultimately supply and demand will set those prices, and then regulations and our carbon policies, those are going to be factors, but they're smaller.
The spike in gas prices have drove locals like Wagner away.
I regularly go to Idaho to fill up because I have stores I can visit in Liberty Lake or the Valley, and that's not too far from Post Falls.
Well, it's official. Today, Phoenix, Arizona broke the record for its longest stretch of days with temperatures above 110 degrees. It has been 19 days in a row, but the National Weather Service says that record could keep getting broken for days to come.
The forecast continues to call for temperatures from 115 to 120, continuing to expand across the region through the end of the week and possibly into the weekend. So we're in this for quite a while yet, and again, it's that prolonged heat that becomes more serious.
Now, the National Weather Service says it's been more than a week since temperatures in Phoenix have dipped below 90 degrees at all, which means people aren't getting a break from the heat, even at night. And it makes the weather we saw locally today seem practically balmy, but it won't last. Taking a live look outside, we're going to see some of that southwest heat moving into our region. Jason Valentine is tracking that coming up in your First Alert forecast. But first, we are talking parking problems in downtown Yakima and a proposed solution from business owners. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 5.
I remember when you get a whole meal for $5.
Yeah, it was last Tuesday.
Oh.
And every Tuesday at A&W, where single Papa Burger combos complete with fries and a root beer cost just $5. The good old days are here again. A complete meal for just $5. Tuesdays only at A&W.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Now is the time for a new bath from Bathfitter. Every Bathfitter bath is installed quickly, safely, and beautifully with a lifetime warranty. Go from old to new, from worn to wow. The beautiful bath you've always wanted, done right, installed by one expert technician, all in one day. We've been creating moments like these for 35 years, and we're here to help you get started. Book your free virtual or in-home design consultation today.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot, where could she?
Hey everybody, I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, because she's an herbivore.
Tonight, the record-breaking heat. How hot could it get? Plus, the Gilgo Beach serial killer investigation. What we're now learning. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
KFC's Wednesday Country Fried Steak Meal is a delicious value, complete with mashed potatoes with gravy, coleslaw, and a biscuit, all for the incredible price of just $5.99. Really, what's left to say? How about see you again next Wednesday? Country Fried Steak Meal, just $5.99, only at KFC.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Parking in downtown Yakima has been a hot button issue for years, and tonight the Yakima City Council will hear more about a plan by local business owners. Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us this is designed to be a compromise.
What the problem boils down to is that the city needs more money to be able to maintain its parking lots downtown, and paid parking is a way to do that. But community members don't want to have to pay for parking downtown, especially if they're not confident that that paid parking is going to be enforced. And business owners don't want anything to stop people from coming to their business. That's why local business owners have come up with their own plan for parking in the downtown. They say the city can increase revenue for parking maintenance without losing those 2-hour spots. If they increase the number of monthly parking permits from 30% of their city-owned lots up to 60%, and up the permit fee from $40 to $50 a month. It's a proposal that's now being endorsed by the Downtown Association of Yakima.
We're working hard to make sure that everybody wins in this, and as I keep saying, it's going to take cooperation and compromise, and so there's always give and take in all these situations.
The Yakima Police Department has also recently taken over parking enforcement from the city. They've hired 5 non-commissioned community service officers that will be able to help them with those efforts without taking away from officers who are out doing their regular patrols. Reporting in Yakima, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Thanks, Emily. The Labor Department says more and more women across the country are returning to the workforce. It's a rebound after COVID forced many women, especially moms, to switch careers or just stop working to take care of their families. And now many are finding that the market has changed and you might have to update the way you even look for a job.
They actually brought up how you use ChatGPT or AI to, plug in your resume, the job description, and kind of get it that way.
The employers, they're so specific about what they're looking for. They want every single thing tailored to the job. Yes, resume it's a different animal.
Now, coming up later tonight, we'll hear from one woman who's trying to get back to work after a global pandemic and a new baby. That's coming up on Apple Valley News Now at 6:30.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday evening, everyone. Again, hope you had a wonderful day today. And yes, the heat wave returns tomorrow, and this may look familiar. This is what we were looking at last week. Just the high pressure system has moved out of Arizona into New Mexico, and it is bringing in the heat to our areas tomorrow, and it's going to continue to bring in the heat as we get to Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and really not much of a cool down coming on Sunday, but we will be a little bit, let's just say, less hot as we get there. So for today, we were much cooler than we have been, on par with yesterday, but much cooler than what we saw over the weekend and what we're going to be seeing. Now for the Tri-Cities area, we're going to be near that triple-digit zone tomorrow and right at it as we head into our weekend. And for the Tri-Cities, still mid-90s for Sunday and Monday. So all of our areas for the next 4 days after today, mostly mid to upper 90s to those lower triple digits as we stay very warm. And this extreme heat, do make sure to take care of, well, your four-legged friends. Early morning walks would be good for Pooch. And again, water is definitely needed. Make sure you hydrate and find shade if you are outdoors working. A lot of people will be for the next couple of days. And check on your elderly family members and neighbors during these extreme heat periods. So far, our winds, they definitively have slowed down from what we saw yesterday, and they're coming in from the north tomorrow. Luckily, they'll be light, but we'll keep an eye on if any of the smoke from the Canadian wildfires starts to creep into the northwest. But the good news is those westerly and southwesterly winds starting Thursday will be getting any out that does come in. Friday, Saturday, we could see around 10 to 15 mile per hour winds, just a little bit of a pickup. So in our future cast, we are looking mighty fine as we see clear skies ample sunshine for the next couple of days that should persist into our weekend, and if not, into our next work week. So in our almanac, we are still just below our average today, and we aren't going to be threatening any of our records in this upcoming heat wave, as it's still in the 108s, 105s for world. So we're still below record breaking this upcoming heat wave, but still it is going to be plenty hot. Overnight tonight we are mostly clear, lower 60s, mid to upper 50s, as we're pretty much on par with what we saw overnight last night, maybe a touch warmer. As we head into tomorrow, well, much warmer, mid to upper 90s and a couple of triple digits in there. And again, folks, we're going to keep an eye on just how hot it's going to get for our Thursday and Friday. We do have first alert weather days on Thursday and Friday due to the extreme heat. 102 on Thursday, 102 Friday. Could even see triple digits on your Saturday for the Tri-Cities. And then we're in those mid 60s as we head into Sunday and into our next work week. Overnight lows in the 60s. Plenty of sunshine on the way. For Yakima, plenty of sunshine on the way as well, right around those triple digits for Thursday and Friday. Also alert days, and down to the mid to lower 90s starting Sunday. So folks, today, hope you're able to enjoy the cooler temperatures. Now, winds are going to be staying light for tomorrow, but do get ready for extreme heat to start for the next couple of days tomorrow.
Thanks, Jason. Now, those hot temperatures could mean some unusual encounters with Washington wildlife. Take a look at this. People in Spokane got to enjoy a visit from a young moose over the weekend. Tonight, though, we're hearing from wildlife officials about how to safely handle situations like this. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 5.
This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel. The electrifying rock stars from the original cast of the Broadway production now in concert. This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. Live and in concert. Friday, July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Broadway's Rock of Ages Band, performing the monster hits that helped define the 80s.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
Set summer in motion with the most adventurous Honda vehicles yet, like the Pilot and Passport Trail Sport and the Ridgeline, built for better off-road performance and engineered for more adventure. This summer, create your own adventures with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
This summer, happiness is a new Chevy. You can go farther, tow more, and bring along everyone you love. Your road to happiness begins in a new Chevy. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LT Turbo Max pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
Hi, my name is Ubi, and I've been a customer at Yakima Federal Savings and Loan for about 40 years. We quickly just become not just a banker-bankee relationship, but a friendship relationship. The purchase of our first home, things went so well and so easy. And in that, here we are 40 years later, 3 homes later, 2 children, 2 son-in-laws, and 3 grandchildren. And Yakima Federal has been with us through this whole journey.
I've worked construction all my life. I take pride in my job and working hard. I've had my share of bumps and bruises. Of all places, I get hurt shopping with my wife. This injury affected every part of my life. The insurance company offered me nothing. I went to my buddy Scott Brumback and Sid Autumn. We ultimately filed suit. My lawyers fought hard for me and got a great result. These guys speak blue collar. Now I know what they mean by bulldog tough. Right, Mo?
Brumback and Autumn, Bulldog Tough.
We are talking about a return to triple-digit temperatures on the way this week. That means you could see some unusual behavior from wildlife. People in Spokane spotted a moose swimming in the pond at a popular city park over the weekend. Officials with Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife say it's fine to watch from a distance, but you really shouldn't get any closer than about 75 feet.
The thing about that is if a moose decides to get out of that pool or that pond and run at you, chances are you're not going to be able to keep up. He sent me a video of a gentleman actually feeding a moose out of his hand, and then he was petting it with the other hand. And that is extremely concerning because once he runs out of food, if the moose wants more and gets angry, you don't know what he's going to do.
Wildlife officials say the other problem is if you offer wild animals food, they might start to think that all humans have food to share. That can make wild animals dangerous enough that they have to be put down. Now we'll have a final look at that very warm forecast when we come back, and it's the story across much of the nation tonight. World News Tonight is tracking extreme, record-breaking heat coming up at 5:30.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino presents one outdoor concert with two great groups. Ramon Ayala, the king of accordion, is back with Mariachi Los Camperos live in concert Friday, July 21st. Come dance under the stars to Grammy Award-winning legends for an unforgettable outdoor concert packed with fun, food, and more. Tickets are now on sale at wildhorseresort.com. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Has your dishwasher let you down lately?
Then see the latest Bosch dishwashers at Fred's Appliance. Fred's also has models you won't find at the box stores.
Bosch means quality and innovation. New Bosch dishwashers quietly deliver sparkling dishes.
With features like third rack and a new drying system that even dries plastic, Bosch raises the bar for dishwashers.
Fred's has more dishwashers in stock than you'll see anywhere. Come in and see us today.
Introducing Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV. Same location, new adventures. Come celebrate and save during our grand opening sale with up to 50% off. The best prices of the year on America's favorite brands. Plus, get a one-year VIP membership to RV Complete, including 24/7, 365 technical and roadside assistance and much more. Wherever you roam, we'll be there. And now save up to 50% off at Blue Compass RV, formerly Appleway RV.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Welcome back. Taking a live look tonight at Pasco. Not a cloud in the sky, but we are talking about warm weather coming our way. Jason Valentine has a final look at what to expect.
All right, folks, let's get you ready for your Wednesday. Midweek is already here, and it is going to be a hot one, just like today and yesterday. Plenty of sunshine, and really sunshine is going to be very prevalent for the next couple of days, probably into next week. Mid-90s for Yakima. Over in the Tri-Cities area, yes, we're going to be just under or at those triple digits as this heat really starts to take grip tomorrow. For Ellensburg, we were in the mid-70s on Monday. We're in the mid to upper 80s today, 92 tomorrow. So getting even when Ellensburg is 92, you know all of our areas are very hot, and looks like the upper 90s for Walla Walla. Again, tomorrow it is going to be ample sunshine and not much wind, so really no relief if you are outside. So again, take those precautions. Make sure you're hydrated, use sunscreen, and stay indoors as much as you can starting tomorrow into our weekend. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday evening.
Thanks, Jason. And of course, World News Tonight is going to be taking a look at the national heat picture coming up. We've got record-breaking heat across a lot of the country. We'll be coming back with Apple Valley News Now tonight at 6. And of course, you can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleynewsnow.com.